Let's get started. I'd like to introduce KYZEN's Global Marketing Manager, Sherry Stepp.
Thanks, Cassie, and welcome everybody to this bonus multi-segment session of Tech to Tech. What we're going to talk about today is what are the 5 forces of cleaning, no matter what industry you're in and no matter what you clean. So the first thing we want to realize is that cleaning is important, and we all do it, from personal hygiene to cleaning your house. And with the pandemic right now, cleaning is more important than ever in public spaces. I mean, look at the airplanes, restaurants, but even the space station has to be clean. So how can we take this knowledge that we all have and apply it to your manufacturing? So while cleaning is important, it's also relative. But what do I mean by that? What you clean is going to help determine what you use to clean and how you clean it. So take a baby, for example. A baby is going to take, warm water, a mild soap, soft spray, and then you have your car. You're going to clean your car with your hose pipe. The water is going to be, on the cool side. So you need soap with a little more oomph. And you're going to need that spray pressure from that hose to get rid of the grime and the soap left over so you have a clean car. So we're going to bring all this together. We're going to tie it together to show you how to use the 5 forces of cleaning in your cleaning process. So that brings us to our topic. What are they? And how am I going to make use of all of those things and understand how they work together? So I'm a huge football fan. So indulge me a minute while I kind of use the team concept. While a quarterback is important, a quarterback's not going to be able to win the game by himself. He needs his offensive line to protect him, and then he needs his running backs and his wide receivers to move the ball down the field and score, because without a score, you're never going to win the game. So, you've got to make sure that everybody's working together so it all becomes a coaching decision. And you want to use all of those forces and apply those to the manufacturing environment as well. So we're going to start with the cleaning agent. The cleaning agent is, think of it, the cleaning agent as the quarterback. It needs the rest of the team. But when you're choosing your cleaning agent, you have some things to consider. You want to consider the substrate or the part that you're cleaning. What's the size or the shape? Are there hidden areas that you need to consider? Then you have to consider what soil, what dirt you're cleaning. Is it oily? Is it greasy? Is it sticky? Is it baked on? Then you have to also look at compatibility. Are you cleaning sensitive components? Do you have metals that need to be protected? Do you have coatings that aren't made to withstand a cleaning process? And then, of course, you have to keep in mind your end result or the next process that your part may see. So once you have your cleaning agent decided on, then you have to worry about, well, what concentration do I use? If you're using a solvent, it's going to be 100%. But if you're using an aqueous cleaning solution, you've got to get that dialed in just right, what that concentration needs to be. So, if your concentration is too high, that can cause some problems on its own. You can cure the soils that you're trying to remove and then make them harder in the long run. But you also may need a higher concentration to make up for a short wash cycle time, which we're going to discuss time a little later. But then you might be able to use a lower concentration if you have really easy to remove soils, so you just need some extra help. But the good news is that modern day cleaning agents are designed to clean specific soils at specific concentrations. And there are thousands of hours of lab testing and field trials that go into determining what that range is. My advice to you is to start at the high end of the recommended concentration and then optimize as you go through. But the key here again is test, test, test. And you can get your, your chemical manufacturer to help you along the way to help optimize that. So, I talked about time. Sometimes you have time constraints, but to get it done, everybody wants to get that part of it done as quickly as possible. Nobody wants to spend a whole lot of time cleaning. But, glasses, plates, and bowls, when you put them in your dishwasher, you put them on the fast cycle and they come out great. But pots and pans are a little harder to clean. So most dishwashers have that pots and pans cycle that will dwell a little longer to help you get those clean. But again, the key is testing. So you want to ask yourself these questions when you're considering how long your wash cycle should be. Is your soil easy or hard to remove? If it's too long, are you going to have compatibility issues? If you have a shorter process time, do you need that higher concentration to help make up the difference? And, if you, again, will increase temperature help, which brings us to force number 4, which is our temperature. You got to find that just right temperature to get your cleaning, to help your cleaning agent get the job done as it was designed. You have issues if you have your temperature too high, you might damage your substrates. You have wear and tear on your machine. You may have soils that become harder to clean with the heat. And then, too low could be a problem as well. You might not be able to take advantage of the solvency of your cleaning agent. And so you might not get it clean at all. I mean, I think about your washing machine. There's a cold cycle for a reason, because if you have if you're washing clothes and you have materials that are heat sensitive and dyes, you're going to end up with a lot of tiny pink t-shirts. So, but let me go back and say that higher heat generally is a good rule and will help your cleaning. So this brings us to mechanical energy, spray and air. The most common choice is spray and air or spray under immersion. But you also have ultrasonic and agitation with turbulation. But if we go back to my beginning examples, you've got the baby. The baby takes a little agitation and a soft spray. But when you're cleaning your car, you need a higher pressure, but not too high of pressure where you're going to damage the paint. So most of the time, you're going to need to optimize that mechanical energy in your cleaning machine, adjusting sprays or different levels of agitation and turbulation to get the job done. But when you have limitations in your mechanical energy, you've got to rely on the other forces of cleaning to make up for it. But, one thing to remember is that you are not alone. You have access to technical experts, and that can help you optimize your complete cleaning process. Data and testing are key, and a lot of the legwork's already been done for you. Your suppliers are testing constantly to make sure that their particular product is the best that it can be. So rely on them and partner with them to make sure that you get what you need when you need it. There's also other tech to tech sessions. You can go back to our website. We have some very good sessions that were done earlier that focus on these different forces and how to make the most of them. And then there's also some upcoming that you might want to check out. So stay tuned to our tech to techs. Now, to bring it all together, let's talk about, how all these, let's review the team and how it's going to bring it all together, and how understanding these 5 forces and getting them just right up front can be equal to a great process. But if you don't get them right, if they are not working together, it can be a recipe for disaster. So you've got your cleaning agent, the right chemistry for the right job. Concentration, 0 doesn't work, but, we've figuring out that, too much may not work any better. And of course, time again is money. We want to clean as fast as we can, but you've got to have a long enough cleaning process to be good enough to get to where you want to go. And then temperature, you got to find that balance. You can take a page out of Goldilocks. If you have too hot of a process or too cold of a process, you're not going to get to where you want to go either. But you just got to find that balance in that just right place. And then mechanical energy. If you don't have the right mechanical energy, you're going to have the other forces to step up and make everything better. So let your experts help you. Partner with them. Let them help you along the way, because just like there's no I in team, there is no I in clean. So I'm going to hand it back to Cassie.
Thank you, Sherry. If you'd like to discuss this topic further, please contact your local KYZEN regional manager or send an email to tech@kyzen.com, and we'll have someone schedule a follow-up with you as soon as possible. Again, we thank you all for taking time to join us today, and we hope to see you again soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day.